Hello, this is Geoff with In-Depth Studies. Today we are in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And here it's the angel talking to Joseph. And he says, "She will give birth to a son," of course referring to Mary, "and you will give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." And I want you to focus on that last phrase. He will save his people from their sins. Now, in this context, in the Gospel of Matthew, the natural reading would seem to be that he's going to save the nation of Israel from their sins. But of course, that's really not true, because we know from Isaiah 6 that God has absolutely no intent in saving many Israelites except for a small group, a remnant. In Matthew 13, when Jesus is asked the question, "Why do you speak in parables?" he says it's to hide the message of the kingdom from the nation of Israel. So here's an example that even in the Gospels, we have to interpret the Gospels through the teaching passages of the New Covenant era, where it's quite clear that Jesus came to save all those whom the Father chose. Or another way of saying that, he came to save all those who are going to believe, which is going to be mostly Gentiles and a remnant of Jews, which will make up spiritual Israel, the real people of God. So when you read this passage, and he will save his people from their sins, you have to now adjust your thinking to who are going to be his people. And it's not physical Israel. It is only a small remnant of physical Israel who will take part in spiritual Israel, the real people of God. So if this has been helpful, check out more of Geoff's thoughts on YouTube, and there you can subscribe to them. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.